Hey there, my friends. My name's Dave Wood, and today I want to share something a little different in this episode of The Daily Shortcut, something more specific but broad at the same time, something that can massively change the way that you do marketing and how much money you make. A handful of years ago, about 5, I discovered a secret that so few people know, it hasn't really become mainstream knowledge since its inception over a decade ago. The secret? Keep absorbing the information in this episode and I'll tell you. Let's see if you can get it right in the comments. I want you to pay attention because as you do, you may realize something incredibly powerful, something that causes a fundamental shift inside of you. Let me tell you something that happened to me the other day. I was on Facebook browsing a little bit and I saw a message that went something like this. Time for some internal housekeeping. Just deleted 2/3 of my email list, 20,000 subscribers who never opened my emails. I was actually a little bit shocked, and there are 2 things that are really wrong with this. Firstly, open rates on emails, they fluctuate all the time. Your unresponsive subscribers don't suddenly stop using their email accounts most of the time. They're using the same email accounts, and they're still seeing your emails in them, mostly. The only difference is they've chosen to ignore them and not open them, and it's because it's an unconscious response towards you. They automatically, without even thinking about it, ignore your specific emails while they continue to open mine. Just because they associate your emails with pain, with sales pitches, or with something they don't want. Most likely because you've tried to sell too much without giving anything away in return. So they feel no obligation to open them. The second thing that's wrong with deleting email subscribers is that those subscribers may eventually start opening your emails again, especially if you adjust your strategy. Now, I'm not saying to never clean your lists. What I'm saying is be careful who you listen to. I find it hilarious when I see people deleting unresponsive subscribers in giant numbers over short periods of time. I watch them fascinated by their actions, wondering why. It's as if their subscribers have died, but they haven't. Here's the secret that you might actually have figured this out by now. The responsiveness of the people that you communicate with is going to fluctuate with time depending on what's going on and depending also on what you're doing, period. Therefore, the responsiveness of your subscriber list will fluctuate as well. And you shouldn't ever delete that unsubscriber list. You should do something else with it instead. Now that might seem like common sense to some of you, but it might not seem like common sense to all of you. Now I can't show you an exact example because I'm talking in a visual video, but I've seen people whose lists have gone from a 35% open rate over time down to under 2%. And it stayed there for a while. This is where people delete those unresponsive subscribers to try to get that 2% a little bit bigger in their list. And then they shot back up to 20% later. Well, how'd they do that? They changed their strategy to being valuable and interesting through value-based marketing. They went from focusing on selling first to giving value before the exchange or before the offer is presented. The reality is that your open rates will go down to 2%, 3%, maybe even less if all you do is just send out constant, never-ending promotions all the time with no value that you're adding to the person's life. The typical responsiveness cycle of an email list goes something like this, like I'm about to describe. It'll start high, almost always, all the time. Your first email that you send to a list will get opened 30, 40, 50, even 60, 70% of the time. Then it goes down to around 20%, usually within about a month. By the 6-week mark, you're at about 15%. After 8 weeks in, maybe you're getting 5 to 15% on people who joined 8 weeks ago, and that list used to be opening 50% plus of the time just shy of a couple of months ago. What's wrong with this scenario? It's a colossal waste of time, energy, and money to market in a way where people stop opening their emails. What am I really getting at here? Well, switch to a value-based marketing strategy. Give value, which is solutions to problems. Focus on helping your subscribers. Become their trusted advisor before you ask them to give you money for something, and especially before you just nonstop, never-endingly pitch them. When you do it this way, a few things happen. Number one, You're gonna start making way more sales, especially over time. People start to like you. You become like a celebrity in their eyes. Giving away content before they buy your stuff makes people think that your paid stuff is even better. And the reality, it doesn't even have to be better, but it should be, because they'll still thank you after they buy it, because they enjoy giving you money. Why do they enjoy it? It's because you've created reciprocity. The good news is that you can recover from an unresponsive email list with a process I call the 12-week detox. Within around 12 weeks, you can recover an open rate from 4 to 7% to back actually right around 20, sometimes even higher, depending on how badly you screwed it up in the first place. And here's how you can do that. First thing you want to do is you want to be a little bit different and interesting. And you want to create a daily value-based email that gets sent out that gives people something that's a solution to their problem that before you even ask them for money. Even more effective, create a daily value-based piece of content that actually doesn't sell anything and just gives people more value. A blog post, an article or video, and send that out to your list, giving them value, right? Every single day, at least 5 days a week. Talking to you guys who send out tens of millions of emails per month, the most effective email marketing strategy for content-based emails is to send them daily. Sending them daily will make sure the subscribers who never open your emails will start to open them, and when they notice that you're sending things, they see that you're doing something different, and they'll slowly become more responsive over time. It's actually just as simple as that. People like Eric Worre, the Sovereign Man, me, we have some of the most responsive email lists in the whole world because we send out daily value-based emails. In fact, since we started this daily shortcut, our open rates for our entire subscriber base have just been climbing as we've continued to make this, just like I'm describing in this episode. People actually look forward to their emails because they know something useful is inside, and they know they're going to change if they just read them and click on the links. The powerful part is that when you're sending people to a blog post, to a video, to something that's your value, your uniqueness, you can have banners, you can have promotional links around the content that lead people back into your sales funnel. You could also retarget the content back into a sales funnel. Digital marketing has done testing on that and found that it increases conversions. You could also do behavioral-based email campaigns. I actually did a training on that last week for our Six Figure Builder Club, where I taught them for about 3 hours how to do behavioral-based marketing with our content marketing and our automation tool system that we sell, which is called the Total Shortcut. After enough exposures, and trust me, I want you to listen, people will continue to come back for the content even if they're not your buyers. They will click through to your sales processes over and over and over again. They'll start watching your sales video thinking about you differently. Instead of thinking you about it like a pitch artist, they're going to think about you like, this is my doctor giving me advice about my health. People normally do send their list to a sales page, and every other email they send out goes straight back to the same sales page. But people don't want to go back to the same sales message all the time unless they're choosing to go back there or they're being retargeted based on creating responsiveness. When you send subscribers to blog content, what happens is they realize that you're actually giving them things that make their lives better, especially if the content is good, well thought out, and you take your time, your heart, your soul. They'll keep coming back, they'll keep reading it, and then they'll keep clicking through to that same sales funnel again and again. And eventually you will get people to buy if you do things like that from years ago. And that's what happens to me. Sometimes people will buy after they read 30 of your blog posts and click through to the sales video the 5th time. I was actually reading a case study just the other week where there was retargeting campaigns that were going out based on the numbers of pages people had viewed on a site. And they found that once somebody was 20 or 30 pages into a site, they could literally spend $1 and get back about 50 because those people that had read that content were so responsive. People that continue to come back to this continue to become more responsive over time. They keep coming back, they keep getting value, and they just decide to buy because of it the one day when they need your product. See, that's the power of the daily shortcut. Without you having to spend hours researching and writing valuable content, you can actually deliver valuable daily content to your email list or your followers on social media. Every Monday through Friday, we release this episodes that deliver high quality value that you can use in your business to attract more customers to you with their credit card in hand, ready to buy. It's the best way to sell a single product ever. I have guys on my list who have bought something, literally they bought it for the first time after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4, after 5 years. Why have they done that? I don't hear stories like that from almost any marketer online. It's because I sell from value first. In other words, I give them something, and what that does is it makes them respond to me, and then when I have something they want, they buy it. See, this can cure an unresponsive email list. It can save you thousands of dollars, it can save you countless time, and ultimately, this is just a better marketing strategy. No other strategy will get so many subscribers to continue to go back to the same sales process and buy on the 5th, on the 10th, on the 100th exposure. I'm actually friends with a lot of people who do email marketing, and I've had arguments with them about this. And they say, every time that I test this, Dave, I send more emails and it sells more stuff. And I respond back and I say, okay, who are the wealthiest people online? And they pause and they think about it. And then they think about brand name celebrities. People like Eric Worre, Brendon Burchard, people like Frank Kern, people like myself. And all of them do something entirely different. Because what they do is they build a responsive list over time. So while their income continues to increase, well, you slam your list and slam your list and slam your list, it eventually just costs you more and more and more and more money. Even though it makes you more money at first, it makes you less money in 6 months, and you have to spend more money for a bigger list. See, I want to share with you the easiest way to deliver value-based content to your followers. Pay attention to what I'm about to share, and I want you to use this wisely. Every day and with every daily shortcut, I want to help you tap into a greater purpose that's filled with wealth, that's filled with prosperity, and that's filled with freedom. We've developed 3 bonus shortcuts to help you continue to grow and move towards that goal. And I want you to keep coming back to this after you opt in and watch this every single day, and just promise me that you'll be applying these strategies in your business. Because if you do this, it's going to give you ideas. You are going to learn things that you can create content from and share it with your subscribers. You're also going to become a better human being. Your first bonus I'm going to give you today to help you with that is a free PDF guide, and it's a worksheet. It's a transcription of this episode, and you can print it and you can use it to your benefit. Using this PDF can be a powerful way to reinforce these success principles into your own subconscious mind. Your second bonus is a free audio download of today's message that you can listen to again and again and absorb these ideas now into your unconscious mind and action patterns. You'll become more powerful every day because you're reinforcing these principles that will create the success and the lifestyle that you want by continuing to come back and grow and to learn with us. In your third daily shortcut, you're going to get my entire business system. This is the system that I've used to make money online, to create 6-figure months over and over and over again. And you can work with our team to create the results that you want in your life. You're going to get my entire sales process. This has sold $195 million online. And we actually give you a step-by-step daily action plan to follow and a new piece of value-based content to share with your followers every day. We can even give you the social media and email messages to use and tons of other resources to make building a business and having a life at the same time possible and easy at the same time. Are you ready to build a business and have a life at the same time? Then click the button below that says Give Me the Total Shortcut after you've entered your name, email, and commented below. And I will see you in tomorrow's episode of the Daily Shortcut. Remember, every day these bonuses are different. And if you continue coming back and reviewing this content, it will change you. You'll become more productive, happier, sexier, and more people will just want to be around you because you'll be richer and freer as well. I'll see you in the next episode, and I'm looking forward to communicating with you then in a way that will empower you even more than today.